Thank you, Laura, and hello to everyone online and here in the studio as well. Let's put the presentation on. So I will be presenting the first carbon removals from Finnish agriculture and our experience from the last 10 months of being on the carbon market. So first, I want to share a few facts about our company. Soilfood is a circular economy company. We've been established in 2015, and our mission is to replace virgin raw materials with recycled materials as fast and in large volumes as possible. So we aim to make a sustainable food chain, and to do this, we process side streams from different industrial partners. We have about 40 partners all in all here in Finland, and we process these into different soil improvement products and recycled fertilizers for agricultural use. We feel that when the sustainable choice is also the profitable for all actors in the chain, then we can find a win-win situation. And so how are the carbon removals created in this value chain? First of all, our carbon removals are created from one distinct product line. So the soil improvement products, fibers that are from pulp and paper industry side streams are utilized for these carbon removal creation. And these side streams would otherwise be disposed of by incineration. So the graph here shows a line that goes into the atmosphere, and the CO2 would otherwise be released at this point. The fiber application adds multiple tons of slowly decaying carbon into the soil, which we have then been able to calculate and verify according to Pura Earth's standards and regulations, and put them on sale in the marketplace. So as I mentioned at the beginning, we have had our carbon removals on sale for the last 10 months. So the first batch of carbon removals are from soil improvement products that were applied in 2020, and they were verified in the spring of 2021. Pura Earth is a internationally operating but originally Finnish company that provides carbon removals from different suppliers. But first, about the benefits of soil improvement products. For farmers, carbon removals are not the only reason for applying fibers into the field. For farmers, they add multiple nutrients and carbon into the soil. This results in better yield, better soil fertility, and as well as it may lower the need of chemical fertilizers. In addition, research has shown that fiber application decreases the amount of nutrient leaching from farmlands, and studies have shown that it may actually have the amount of phosphorus leaching into waterways. So the benefits are many in addition to carbon removals as well. So the different criteria of carbon removals is, of course, an important factor. And the permanence of the carbon storage in our carbon removals have been determined by the YASO model, a model that has been created by the Finnish Meteorological Institute. It is used to determine Finland's own national greenhouse gas inventory, as well as several other nations as well. The permanence of the carbon removal sold as credits in our solution is 20 years. So from the total carbon content, about 12 to 28% of the carbon is actually bound into the soil for the 20 years or more. This means in practice that from the soil improvement fibers that are applied into the field, about 50 to 130 kilos of carbon dioxide is bound or removed from the atmosphere. And this means from 4 to 7 tons of carbon removals in the soil per hectare. So the carbon removals are a remarkable amount in comparison to some other carbon farming practices. According to Puro's economic acceleration impact, our solution has been to split the revenue of the carbon removal sales among the 3 actors needed to actually achieve the carbon removals. So we split the revenue from the sales of the carbon removals among farmers, industry, and Soilfood itself. So each of us are needed to create the carbon removals. We need to incentivize the industry to not dispose of the fibers by incineration, and we need to incentivize the farmers to adopt these carbon farming practices and to apply fibers into the field. So the last 10 months have been an extremely educating time for us as a company, and the key takeaways that we have learned during the way is that farmers are extremely interested in issuing their carbon removals for sale on the market. We last year, as the first time that these carbon removals were issued, the farmers were perhaps a bit baffled. They were not yet familiar with the issue, but this year we could definitely see that the interest had arisen and farmers were more familiar with the subject, and they were also interested in being part of the solution. In addition, the need for common criteria regarding the additionality, permanence, verification, and double accounting is needed. It is evident from the buyer's side that the quality of carbon removals must be set by common rules, and hopefully, as was mentioned before in today, that EU will have a proposal for this legislation later on this year. And last but not least, the demand for carbon removals from agriculture is rising. So hopefully we will see a lot more actors taking on the challenge to provide carbon removals from agriculture, as the potential is enormous. Thank you.